Hi, Shanice.
Hi. How was your Christmas?
Fantastic. I cannot complain. How was yours?
It was beautiful. I spent it with my mom just watching movies in front of the TV. Like, it was wonderful.
Huh? It cannot get any better. How is everything otherwise with the movie?
My mind is blown. Exactly what we wanted to happen is happening.
No,
People are learning the story, and then you go on TikTok and all you see is people crying because they're realizing these women did this crazy, amazing thing and they're just learning. I can't ask for anything more. I can't.
honestly, it's first of all, I wanted to say congratulations on an amazing performance in a groundbreaking story that tells history. So I was so happy to see this. Congratulations for you.
Thank you. I was so good to see you at the after party of the premiere. It was a great night.
I loved it. We needed to celebrate you guys in a different way because what you've done in that movie and your role as well, which I wanted to like. That's the reason we're here today to talk about this. You did amazing, like super, 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 super funny, super like heartful. I want to know like, what's it like bringing a character like this who's actually a real person, bringing it to life in such a story that mattered not just to American but to all women.
So we did the callback before I got the part in Los Angeles, and the historian who was getting facts on the 688 was in the room, and he said Johnny May, she's not like based off of a real person, but the women were telling stories about this one woman in the battalion who was like she was just a wild card, and they would say you crazy Johnny May, and that wasn't even her real name, but that's what they call her. You're crazy Johnny May, and that's where my character stemmed from. And like I'll tell you this, there's just some characters when you read it, you're like, oh, that's me. Oh, I have that inside of me. Oh, I can do that, and that'll be fun. And this was one of those characters I just knew I could bring Johnny May to life. I knew it.
No, you did. No, I cannot tell you how much I loved your performance there. You were so funny in your moments, your looks, the way you look to other people, in your voice. Oh my God. That was a surprise.
Yeah, we actually recorded that song at Abbey Road Studio where the Beatles recorded in London. And the day we were going to film it, I was like, hey, Tyler, can I just do this live? Because the emotion just has to come from your soul. And I remember Meryl Streep having an interview about Into the Woods, and she was like, they offered me vocal lessons. And I was like, no, I just want this sound to be authentic. And like in that moment, it was authentic. I think that's why people are really resonating with it.
No, no, it blew me away because it was a surprise. You know, you are in that mood, or are we making or not, and you hear that voice
Yeah.
for me, especially like it's the emotion, my goosebumps, and everybody on theater. You were there, you know, like it was amazing.
Woo! Yeah, and we were in an actual like I don't know exactly how to say it, but it was a cemetery where people who actually fought in the war were buried. So the energy was already there with us. I was just like, yeah, let's just do this and make it authentic because you felt something in your spirit just being there. So that scene for me just came naturally.
Oh my, was it in the script anyway? Like, was written in the script that your character is gonna sing, or that's just you?
All right, Mico. So I'm gonna tell you the story.
All right.
I did a live musical about 9 years ago called The Wiz Live, and Tyler Perry saw it, and we were on set one day, and he was like, "Wait, are you the girl who was in that show?" And I was like, "Yes, that's me." And he was like, "Okay, yeah, I'm gonna write in where you sing. I'm gonna write it in." So the graveyard scene was always written. It was there, like these women had to be buried, but me singing was something special that he added.
Definitely, definitely, like kind of a sensational moment for me. Like when I heard your voice like this, because it ties with the moment. It makes you understand the tragedy and the trauma that all of those women went through to be there, and the fact that losing some like the members of the group abroad, you know, to like I don't want to spoil the movie to all of this, you know, but the movie's already out, so it's okay. We can say when they got blown up and all of this abroad, you know, for them trying to, I mean, happen to. So I think it was amazing. It was a great tribute from the six triple eight to themselves in the time and in the movie, you know.
Yeah, and you're not spoiling it because it's real history. It actually happened, you know? So some people have probably read about these women and know that that happened, but there's other people who are going to be seeing it for the first time in our film, so that's what makes it real special. But it's not a spoiler, it's just history.
I know. Talking about this, talk to me about the other day and who you were zooming with, which I saw in your Instagram.
Oh man, we did a Zoom with the actual real Lena Derricott, and that is the woman who Ebony Obsidian plays. Now, that was before we started filming. We did that Zoom.
Amazing.
Let me tell you something. This woman was in her I think believe mid 90s, okay? And she doesn't have the energy of a 90-year-old woman. I think that I was telling you at some point of the Zoom call, she was even talking about Cardi B, and I was like, this is hilarious. She just had a lot of energy in her, and she has passed on now. But before she passed, Tyler Perry was actually able to meet her in Las Vegas and show her a cut of the film after we were finished with it. And so like that's all we could ask for, that she was able to see it and just put her stamp of approval on it.
So much in this interview, I don't know why. Stop it.
Listen, the spirit, like they've done something heroic and like their stories being told. So I'm sure their family members who are still alive today and just their spirits like live on. And like we are just doing something that they deserve. So I feel it too. I'm just like, woo.
Very honorable for those women who gave up, who gave their life to do such a like a mission that it was literally causing the whole army a problem and causing the family also problem. So I'm glad that that happened, but I'm very happy that there is those stories are coming to life. That these women are getting honored in the best way, and we should do more, of course. But I mean, it's a great way to make a message by talented people like yourself and the rest of the cast to bring, because the energy of you as well guys on set, which
Yeah.
was in the screen, I can see that those guys are friends too, like
We
you.
friends. We really are friends. We are. Like I really feel like the greats in the industry when you see them communicate with each other, and like you got like Nia Long and Regina King and Regina Hall and Queen Latifah. When you see all of them together and their friendships, they created those friendships because they're in an industry that they had to stick together. And I really feel like we will have a friendship that lasts forever throughout the industry because we did a film that was about sisterhood. So how could we not? But I'm telling you right now, I do truly respect these women so much. On top of liking them as people, I respect them. I respect their craft, and I can't wait to see what they all do in the future.
Fantastic. You guys, like, you can see all the generations there, like you, Carrie, Oprah, and all the other young girls who were there. Like, it's amazing to see all, you know, all women stood together, and it's a woman's story, which is fantastic, you know, because like it's kind of revolve around saving us, which is we need to be saved sometime. And the people who think we think that they cannot save us are the people who actually save us,
There
which,
you go.
you
There
know,
you go.
I have
Yeah.
to glad this is because people are more likely to watch movies than read history books. And what you guys did, it's literally brought history books to home.
Yeah, you think about movies like the Tuskegee Airmen and Hidden Figures. In those movies, like I think I had a realization the other day that what those movies did to me, opening up my mind to these people, is what our movie is doing for others. And I could just cry because I was like, wow, God, to be a part of something like that is amazing.
I love that movie so much. Honestly, one of the best movies I've seen. Like, I love it because there was so much in it. There was so much drama, comedy, drama, and comedy. And obviously there was action because and there was like kind of a lot of emotions in there. I was laughing, I was crying, I was clapping. Everything was in the same. I was dancing. I was like, yeah, go for it. You know, I was rooting for people. So there was like when Carrie started talking back and all of you stood behind her
Yes, yes.
and the tear, you could see the tear. No, sir. My God.
Man, that was a hard scene because I don't know if you've ever met Austin, but he's such a sweet guy in real life. But he's an amazing actor, so that scene was kind of hard to just not look at him as Austin.
I know I hated him already. I was like, you know,
I know. I have to tell my people, like, I know y'all hate his character, but he's a nice guy.
it's fantastic. So, like, it's been a great ride for you, and also Netflix being seen by everybody. So now I just want to ask you, like, I was talking with somebody who's very important in Hollywood, and the conversation was like, we cannot wait to see where Shanice gonna go. There is nowhere, and there is nothing that she can do. I cannot
Oh, are
describe.
you can you tell me who you were talking to? Oh my gosh. Okay, okay, Mico. Okay. I'll wait to find out.
You will find out for sure. And in the same time, I just want to ask you a few questions, okay? I want to ask you, what's it like working? And obviously everybody, but there is four names I want to ask you. Like, what's it like working with them? What's the relationship? And tell me everything, okay?
Okay, but I gotta tell you, I've never been able to meet Oprah. Our paths has just never crossed, so that's unfortunate.
It's okay. No problem.
Okay.
I actually met Oprah and she's amazing. I love her.
Oh, I'll meet her one day. I know it.
She's amazing. What a true, beautiful soul. So, all right, no, but the names I was gonna start with. We start with Carrie. Tell me about what's it like working with Carrie and her monologues and what she done. Amazing.
Carrie deserves everything that she's received. Her Hollywood star, she deserves it. Not only because she's an A+ actress, because she has a good heart and she's a good person. Like Carrie's the type of person you watch her in a scene, you get a free master class. Thank you, Kerry Washington. And then she'll talk to you about her life in this industry, finding love in this industry, navigating through it. And then she'd invite you over to do TikToks. So you can't ask for much more from an A-list actress.
Beyonce song, no, and you guys like falling in love.
Yes.
I've seen it on Instagram. It's so cool.
Yeah, I would work with her time and time again. I love her.
Me too. I met her in the premiere and she's amazing. Like you see her on the screen, she's on the, like on real life, even real life more warmer, because she's
Yeah.
not a character, it's herself.
Yeah.
All right, we move from like Carrie to Nicole.
Oh my gosh. Nicole tells this story, okay? And this story makes me cry every time. So she made the call on casting me, truly.
Oh,
She did because she told Tyler told her, like, okay, how are we going to find Johnny May? And she said, when I see her, I'll just know. I'll just know. And she told me that when we were at the table read, it was a callback. I hadn't officially got the part. She looked at Tyler. She was like, that's her. So I just am forever grateful to her. I am. Could you hear her story? You hear her book is out now. Definitely read her book. And you just see her heart. Even the last conversation with her mom before her mom passed was about this film. So for her to be like, oh yeah, that girl right there, I want her a part of it. Like, oh God, I'm just grateful.
she's amazing. We
Yeah.
like produce this film where like with her whole heart. Like I asked her, I said like she was so emotional. She was so emotional about the film. She loves it so much. She's so proud of it, and like I'm sure you guys are so happy. Like with
Yeah.
final product that you all got, which is amazing.
I'm happy. I think it turned out absolutely amazing, like I knew it would.
All right, the next person is Tyler Perry. What's it like working with Tyler?
Harry, I was talking to somebody the other day who actually knows about working with him, and they were like, he just has a genius. It's a genius that nobody else has. So he moves incredibly fast, this man. The scene where you meet Johnny May was a one take and done. My heart dropped. I did it one time and that was it. And he goes, okay, next. I said, next. What the heck? Yeah, he wears a lot of hats too. He wears a lot of hats on set. Like he has his hand in every single aspect of things going on. And so he's very focused. But one thing that I can say that I think is more important than anything is that you feel safe.
And
He
that's the
made it feel safe. His big thing was telling the story, and that was our motivation throughout the whole thing. So he's a genius man who made us feel safe, and I couldn't ask for anything more. Also, a little story. A little
Yes.
story.
Oh,
I actually got sick when we were in London.
my.
And it was I had to be away from set for a couple days.
Oh,
Now
wow.
people weren't happy about that. But you know what happened? I got back to set and I said, Tyler, I was talking to my grandma. I told her you probably just cut all my scenes out. And I don't always remember people's words, but I just remember like how it made me feel. And he said something along the lines of like, don't worry, like I'll make sure we get it filmed. Tyler Perry rebuilt a set on his studio in Atlanta just so that I could film my scene in the tent when we were dancing.
No, I
So
swear to God, I'm getting goosebumps. I love it.
that's all I have to say about Tyler Perry.
More than this, like somebody who just have the best interest for your benefit like this and cares so much about you in that way. I God
Yeah,
bless
I have all great things to say.
you. Know, like okay, and since you have all great things to say, let's sing then. Just give us like finish it with a great song of yours. That come on.
It's a journey. It's the getting led to where you're going to go through hell, but still you're gonna make it through. It's a fire that they can't put out inside. It's a hell of a ride. Woo! I love that song.
It is a hell of a ride indeed. That was wonderful. I can't wait to see you in person again so you can sing again.
Mico.
Oh, that's it. Good times. Congratulations.
Great.
I'm so happy for you. I swear to God, and I love the movie and I loved your role so much. And I can't wait for the rest of the people to see you and to see what you're capable of, your comedy, your drama, your voice, everything about you. There is nowhere in Hollywood that I want to see you everywhere. It's gonna be everywhere.
Don't make me cry. Thank
I
you.
promise.
Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you so much.
We need talent like you. We need voices like you. Give voice to the voiceless with the rest of the cast and the people who made this film happen. I'm so proud of you. The story matters so much, and more stories like this rather than the stuff that we see that it don't really matter and it don't change our life to the better. This film does change our life to the better. So thank you and everyone who made this happen.
Thank you. Thank you, Mico. I love talking to you.
Yeah, always. You're the best in the West. We gotta take you Egypt with me.
Easy. Just tell me when. I'm ready to go. Me and you in Egypt? Oh, we're gonna have a blast. We're gonna have a good time in Egypt. Yes.
Go to the motherland.
Yes.